Why do you keep doubting your abilities? Even when everyone around you tells you how talented you are, or how good you are at something, or even how amazing your ideas are. What is stopping you from actually believing them? Recently, my mother told me a story about how, when I was younger, I used to crumble up these paper balls and just throw them away if I didn't write my name a certain way. I didn't spell a certain character the right way. You hear how crazy that sounds? And I was doing that when I was a young kid. So try to picture how that followed me as I became an adult. When I had certain projects or goals for myself, I would refine it so much, I would overwork it so much to the point where I would end up scrapping the idea altogether or not producing what it is I worked so hard on. So in today's video, I want to share my personal struggles with perfectionism and share 3 tips with you that has helped me to overcome perfectionism. And I still do have those tendencies, but I've become so much better at managing it. Number 1, shift your mindset. Like I said before, I would often rework or try to overwork an idea or a concept that I had and often not produce anything at all. So you need to recognize that done is often better than perfect. You need to shift your mindset from a mindset of something needing to be perfect to it just being good enough. And when people hear the word good enough, it kind of has a negative connotation to it. But good enough is just good enough. To you, it might not be your best work, but to someone else, this might be a really amazing piece of work. And guess what? You never produced it. You never created it because you were too wrapped up in your own mind. Viewing something as good or bad can be a very, I would say, ticklish subject because it's all subjective. To one person, the art may be good, but to another person, it might be a terrible piece of work. So shift your mindset from it having to be perfect to just good enough. Just good enough. It might not be your best work in your mind, but it was good enough to post. In an age where people's attention spans are like this, you just need to get it out there. You need to get your name out there. You need to get your product seen and heard. Stop worrying about the small, intricate details because, to be honest, nobody's even looking at that. You were the only one giving it that much attention. Shift your mindset. Number 2, limit overthinking. I can't tell you how bad of an overthinker I was. And I have to catch myself because I still have those overthinking tendencies. But I used to be so bad when it came to overthinking. Like it really stopped me from living my truth, from living my purpose. So one way I learned to overcome overthinking is actually using this technique called the 5-second rule. And it's basically a rule where you would give yourself 5 seconds to take action before your mind gets stuck in this loop of, should I do this? Should I do that? It stops all of that because you just do it right there and then. So if you wanted to create content, pull up your phone, set up your tripod, and just take the video within the 5 seconds. Don't lay down, continue scrolling and be like, I'll do it tomorrow. No, just do it now. In the 5 seconds, just take the action. You see a pretty girl that you want to go talk to? 5 seconds, just do it, just take action. Because the more time you let an idea sit in your mind, it's the more it like branches off and it turns into that, it turns into this. Just take the action within the 5 seconds and you will realize and you recognize how quickly you're able to get things done. And your ideas don't just stay as ideas, but they turn into actualities, they turn into actual things. And number 3, set boundaries for yourself. When I say set boundaries, I want to discuss knowing when to stop, knowing when to quit. And this may not be what you want to hear, but this might be what you need to hear. You need to know when to give it up, when a project isn't working. And I'm not saying that you have to stop pursuing your goal, your vision, But maybe the way that you're attacking the project is just not working. The way you're going about creating is just not working. So sometimes you have to take a step back, stop what you're doing, and revisit it a different way. Tackle it a different way. Give yourself a day or two and think about how you can attack the problem and find a solution in a better way. Because when you keep hitting a wall, you keep hitting the wall, you're not going anywhere and you're just wasting time. So instead of wasting time trying to try the same thing that's not working, try something different. Stop and try something new. Let go of the idea that everything has to be flawless. Instead, focus on showing up, trying your best, and embracing the process. Because the truth is, you don't need to be perfect to be worthy, to be successful, or to make an impact. You just need to start. And what's stopping you from starting today? What's stopping you from starting right now? Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or it provided value in any way, give it a like, subscribe, and comment down below any ideas you want me to touch on, any topics that you want me to speak on. And that's all for today. Peace.